Today we are going to be making observations and inferences about the data that is represented in a box plot. And you're going to compare and analyze two data sets represented in a box plot. So this is the day 2 of box plots, and we already know how to find the lower quartile, the median, and the upper quartile, then of course your lower extreme and your upper extreme. So looking at this graph, you see two box plots. These are scores for a math test from two different classes. Which class has the greater interquartile range? And remember, interquartile range is going to be from your lower quartile to your upper quartile. So looking at the data, what do you notice? Which class has the greater interquartile? So what you would have to do is basically do the math. So on the first box, what do you see? What's the range on the first class A? What do you see? What's the highest number? 80. Minus, what is that? 65. So what's your range? 15. Okay, now look at class B. You have 85 minus 60, which gives you what? 25. So which class has the greater interquartile range? Which class? D. Okay, because this one has the highest range. All right, number 2, does class A or class B have the lowest score? Which has the lowest? B, the lowest score is here. It's 40. So the lowest score is 40. So that's class B. What percent of the data is greater than 80 for class A? So look at class A. What percent of the data is greater than 80? 25%. Excellent. Are there any questions so far? So remember, as you are listening and watching this video, if you need to pause the video, feel free to do that at any time. All right, number 2, the box plot represents average heights in inches of 13 dog breeds. No number is repeated. The number 32 is removed from the data set and a new box plot is drawn. Compare the values in the original. Which of the following stays the same? Which one will stay the same? Should be A, the lower extreme is not going to be changed, right? All right, the next one. Use the box and whisker plots below to answer each of these questions. So the top one, the basketball players, and then the bottom are the baseball players. Number 1, which set of the heights of players has the greatest median? That's probably pretty easy, right? If you just think about it. Who are usually the taller players? Basketball players, yes. Basketball players are probably taller overall than baseball players, though I know there's tall baseball players too. But, all right, number 2. Overall, who is taller? Basketball or baseball players? And how can you tell? But how can you tell? Okay, so look at the median. The median is higher. Do you see that? The median is higher. The extreme is much higher. And the lower extreme is much higher. Would you agree? So this one I would write basketball. And then I would say median, upper extreme, and lower extreme is higher. Or should I say are higher? Are higher. All right. Number 4. This box plot shows the average time it took the boys and girls to solve puzzles. So you have the boys on the top, the girls on the bottom. On an average, who took less time to complete the puzzles? And how do you know? Who took the least amount of time? So what's on the bottom? What is this? Those are the what? Numbers. So who took the least amount of time? The girls. The girls. How do you know that though? Well, look at the median. Look at the median right here. The median is lower. So you're going to put the girls. How do you know? How do you know?